For all the YouTubers, I've heard about you, Kelly.
Yes.
And I want to invite their attention to know to themselves where you're from. Where exactly are you from?
I'm from Arima, Trinidad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arima, Trinidad.
Yep.
And is that specifically lower end or?
It's like in the east of Trinidad.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And when did you start playing?
I started when I was 8.
8 years old.
Yeah. I started playing drums on a clothes dresser.
On a clothes dresser?
A wooden clothes dresser. I used to use my heel to play the bass drum with milk cans, and so I taught myself how to play drums from a young age. And then I started playing in a band when I turned 11. I used to go around the band and look, and every time the drummer got up, I would jump on the drums. And I remember sometime when I leave, I hear the guy say, "Who is that kid?"
Wow.
And then finally they realized, they started encouraging me. And, from the first day I got on a real drum set, I had it down. Just from playing on a dresser.
So you had passion. You had a lot of passion about your technique and your creativity. Tell us about your drumming. How is it different from other drummers?
Well, I played mostly old school soca music, and I have to give credit to the new drummers out there. Those guys are doing a great job. I'm always on YouTube checking out the different soca drummers, and soca came a long way when it comes to drumming and music itself. So
wow.
I just have my style that I really dig.
Within that style, how many bands have you came across with that style and that technique that you
I started playing with a steel band back home, and after a year or so I decided, this is just not what I want to do alone. I wanted to
Sounds like you wanted to broaden your horizon.
Yeah, I wanted to learn the singing and the brass band. I wanted to learn that type of soca, which is a completely different type of soca. So I joined a big band also, and then I joined another band which was power music. They were all electrical equipment also. So I was doing 3 bands at the same time.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so I had a different style of music, and when I played with the steel band, I was a steel band drummer. When I played with the big band, I was bringing on the hardcore soca.
Wow. So let me ask you this: how long has this been with you and your chosen instrument, the percussion, the drums?
Forever, yeah.
Wow.
For a long time.
For a long time?
Yeah.
10, 15 years?
Oh, God. 30, 35 years, 40 years.
Wow. Well, I'm going to say this. I want to hear you, and I'm sure YouTube viewers want to hear you in all your experience over time, what that has done for you at this present time.
First, I want to talk about my drums itself.
I'm looking at your drums. These drums are amazingly different. I don't know if you all can get a glimpse of his set here.
Yeah, this is.
But it's a regular drum set, but I see wires and different things, quarter-inch wires and different things like that. And in my opinion, I played drums that are the electronic drums. It seems like a cross between both worlds, which is a beautiful setting. Tell us about your drums.
This drum I made myself. I bought an acoustic kit, and you could tell I cut it in half, and I had to join the hardware so that they could match up on both sides. So it took a lot of measuring and making sure that everything was perfect, so that when I put that screw in there, it works. Cover the both skins, and I put some triggers in here, not regular triggers, heavy duty triggers with a whole lot of padding. So if I drop this drum anywhere, it will still work. It's not the basic electronic drum, you know. So and then I put the felt on top so I don't pick up that plastic sound when I play the drum. Yeah, and it's running through Lisa's brain right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just plug everything in, you know, and
So you don't need many mics at all.
no,
when it comes time to perform.
once I get on stage, if someone, you know, comes and say, how many mics do you need? I was like, you know, I'll be like, one chord.
He's way in the future regarding, I've seen drums that had to be mic'd, and you had to
Right,
mic each
one.
individual drum in order for it to have the performance that's necessary. But I'm seeing that each individual drum that he has has a 1/4 inch in it, and that goes to the frame. And do you hear the sound, people? Do you hear the sound, viewers? And you're changing, as you change the drum kit. Look out, Roland drum sets. Look out, Elite drum sets, etc., etc. Wow. Just taking us there.
Yes, yes.
Let's hear something that you have to offer. We're going to cut the mics off and let's get a nice little session, shall we say, of you and your performance.
So I'm gonna do this slow soca beat with the drum machine to help me out.
The amazing thing is, I'm watching everything. There's no delay. Wait a minute. If you people don't know anything about recording and trying to make a drum kit sound as Kelly has mastered his skill trade, I hear no latency. There's no delay.
Nothing.
That's impressive. That's impressive. How did you get that pulled off with this?
It took a lot of work and a lot of concentration to make the drum itself, because you don't want to, especially, sometimes you hit an electric drum, you get that with this, you're not picking that up.
You don't get it at all.
At all. So it took a lot of the right pattern in the right places, and that's what's going on right there.
What are you using for your sensitivity? What do you call that?
Everything is perfect right now, perfectly set through this right here.
I mean, when you're hitting the drum, what's actually amplifying the sound?
I plug it into this the air hole. My input is tied into the air hole of the drum set, of a regular drum set.
Okay.
And then my cords go to the Alesis right here, and I have everything programmed at the right volume, so that when I do plug into a big system, it's just all the sound I have to do is just raise the volume or lower the volume.
Okay, and
then I
the triggers.
Yeah, the triggers.
Tell me about the triggers.
The triggers, they're inside. So what I did was, I had them built in here through that air hole on a regular drum.
You can lift it up and show the public drum kit on the top side.
Right here.
Look at that. So, look at that creativity.
because all drum set comes with these right here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
decided to put my trigger right here instead of making another hole for something that don't need it. So
And that's what I was going to ask. How do your triggers differ from the factory-made triggers? I think yours are made a little bit more customized and
yeah,
better.
this drum is, I would say about 20 pounds right here. It's very heavy.
Wow.
Because you know, I wanted to make sure that when I made something, it wasn't going to break the foot. I mean, this drum been through hell and back. So I wanted to make sure that it was going to be able to withstand the pressure that I have to put on it on a weekly basis. you know.
And for viewers, he did not just make this up yesterday. This has been years.
Yeah.
Now, I've been in guitar centers and the various other places, and they're just catching up with what he's been doing
Actually,
for a long period of time.
This came out before they started making these drum sets.
That's the point
that
I wanted
looks
to make
like
with the
these.
public eye. Yeah.
I made this is my second electronic drum that I made, and the first one I sold, it sold in one day with no questions asked. My bass drum I made of steel. I bolted some steel together, and when the guy saw it, he's like, "That is amazing." So it was sold like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's all
You
heavy
may
duty
be in
stuff.
for the market and not
Right.
even knowing it.
So yeah.
Wow. So I am hearing the slower tempo
Right,
beat that you just did.
Yeah, that was a slow one.
Okay, and I believe that Kelly's going to give us an invitation to a more up-tempo beat.
Right.
And so we're going to pull the mics back and let you all get the privilege again to hear A Living Legacy.
Yeah, this one is going to be about 135.
Okay, 135 in
Yeah.
tempo?
Yeah.
Okay, great, great. You're good.
That's it.